Made on Zencaster.
Oh yeah, sometimes I think we're in. I don't know too.
You should call me back. You should call me back tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, hello again to another episode of Zeo to Hero. It is me, Billy, and this episode we're going to go over a little bit of the Forever Red that aired. God, dog in 02? Dang, it's been that long. Wow. So 2002. I like to have my guest Jim again. How's it going there, Jim?
Oh man, another day in paradise. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's actually been pretty good here. The weather's nice. Not a lot of work going on. Can't complain.
Getting those lazy Saturdays in yet, or no?
Oh, you cannot have a lazy Saturday in football season.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't follow football, so all my Saturdays are lazy. It's great.
Oh.
What are you doing Saturday? Not watching football.
Not watching. Yeah, right. Oh man. So let's do this. What do you think about the Forever Red episode? I think it was.
What, do you want my honest opinion about it, or do you want my fake opinion about it that says it's kind of good?
Okay, sugarcoat it, man.
Sugarcoat it. Okay. Well, it's a fun episode. There's a lot of callbacks, and it's not a bad episode. You get to see Tommy, you get to see Jason again, you get to see Carter. Carter's always a badass. Yeah, it's a fun episode. It's fun. It's really cheesy, but there's stuff about it, man. There's things about it that just haunt me. Why do they have horses? Why? Why do they have horses on the moon? I get not wearing a suit on the moon. That's fine. I can get behind it, whatever. Why do the robots have horses? They have regular horses. Why? Why does she have metal horses? That's the one thing I'm mad about of the entire episode. Why they got horses? I get the product placement at the end. I get the Hasbro had to pick up some, or Toji had to pick up some slack, or Bandai had to pick up slack on it. I get that, but why horses? Why?
You couldn't build suspense to that, man. You're wrong, dude.
I'm still mad about it. 18 years later.
You're still mad from 02?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. Well, let me see if I can name all these off for you. So we have the Wild Force Red, Zeo, MMPR Red, Alien Ranger, Turbo, Lost Galaxy, In Space, Time Force Red, and Time Force, I guess you'd call it Crimson or Quantum, and then Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah, Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah, it's Carter.
Yeah.
Carter was like a total badass. I love Carter.
Yeah.
So cool.
Now, the whole premise behind this episode was, I guess, that Zeo did not destroy all of the Machine Empire, and the straggling generals that were left behind found the whereabouts of the Serpentera Zord, which was Lord Zed's that he left on the moon.
Yeah, Lord Zed's personal Zord. Yeah. Well, okay. So if you go through and you look at it, I think Machine Empire was part of. They weren't in the galaxy at the time when Zordon's tube busted, or Andros destroyed Zordon's tube. The wave of light and good came across. So I think they just weren't in the galaxy, or they weren't in the same dimension, or something like that, where they survived it, and then they were like, "Oh, hey, we know where Serpentera is," and they were going to go get it and bring horses to go get it on the moon.
Yeah.
Of Earth.
Yes. With
pointing this fact out.
Yeah.
And I'm still a little upset about this fact, but I'm going to get over it. Was why did they have horses on the moon?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
exactly.
I'm done with that. That's a funny, stupid argument. I'm done with it. I'm not going to bring it back up to the end. Okay, so I believe that they were out of the galaxy at the time, or out of the system that was affecting, or they might have been so far away that Zordon's goodness wave didn't hit them, and they were able to travel past it without actually being broken up because of it. Because because the Machine Empire, like, they were destroyed when the ray of light went across the universe. Okay.
Yeah.
I think what happened was they were so far away that they were able to jump over it and come back to Earth. That's what I think happened. That's why it took them so long to get there. That's why they didn't show up until Wild Force.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna do a tinfoil hat on. Give me a second.
Yeah, let's get the tinfoil hats.
Okay. But that's what I think happened. But yeah, no, they were going to come back, and Serpentera, man, and they even mentioned the fact that Serpentera has bad batteries.
Yeah.
Like, they run on, double A's.
Yeah,
so they
and
put a core in it. They're like, oh, we're going to put a nuclear core in it so it can keep running, which is terrifying because Serpentera destroyed a planet without even breaking a sweat. Like, it was the planet they got the sort of light, I think it was. Yeah, they did the power transfer.
I cannot remember the planet. They did mention it though, and I was just about to bring that up. That if they got it fully operational, they were able to destroy Earth, and that's what assembled the team of Red Rangers.
Ranger Red Assemble.
Yeah,
and I like the fact that you had Bulk and Skull in the episode. Bulk and Skull are fantastic, and Tommy's there, and my opinion of Tommy is not super high. I'm not a Tommy fanboy. It's not. But you get to see. Oh, okay, so you get Tommy. He comes back. TJ comes back as the Red Ranger, which I think he did the same thing that he saw the in space powers when he finished in space. But I think what happened was he linked his powers to the car, the lightning, not storm shit. No, his flying car from Turbo. I think he linked his power like how Justin linked his to Storm Blaster,
right?
Storm Chaser.
Well, Storm Blaster was the Turbo Blue.
Yeah, but like how that was linked up like that, I think that's how he came back as Red Ranger. And then Andros came back as in space Red Ranger, which is awesome. So Leo comes back, and Leo, I feel a little bit because he has to come back on a Galaxy glider by himself. But I think he goes and picks up.
He picks up the Alien Ranger because they come in together.
Rangers. Yeah, they come in the scene together. Yeah, and then you have Carter and who was lost actually. Then you have Carter, and then you have Carter was cool. Carter, he was a badass, plain and simple, guns first, always shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy. And then you have what's his
Cole.
Name? Cole. You have Cole.
Yeah.
I didn't find Cole interesting at all. Like, to be fair, he has that scene where he rips off his shirt in the last episode of Wild Force. And that's attractive and everything, but I just don't care for him as a character. He's really boring.
He was a little cool. Rewatching it. His character was pretty, I would say, cringy. Well, the way he just did it.
They made him like a Tarzan character. Where,
exactly.
He was raised in the wild, and so
he
doesn't know everything about everything because he's not supposed to. He's a Tarzan character, but I just.
But still, he tends to.
He never grows. He's always that character. Like he never really grows into.
He just tends to rip shirts off too, and that's a little annoying.
To be fair, I'm okay with that part. That's fine because he's really attractive and he has, pretty body. But I don't care for his character. I just don't. I like Taylor far more. Taylor was awesome. The Yellow Ranger, she was a total leader, and I really liked her. And then the Black Ranger, the Ox guy,
Carlos, right?
Yeah, no, not Carlos. Can't remember his name. He was fun, and then. The Blue Ranger was really cool. I liked him. And then the Pink Ranger. I liked everyone but Merrick and Cole.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't care about Merrick. I didn't care about the overly gaudy little kid. That's all Wild Force, though. We're not talking about Wild Force. We're talking about Forever Red. So, to gentle rant over with. But Forever Red, you get a bunch of really cool... You go the leaders. And Jason shows back up. And I love Jason. And he shows back up with the original Red Power coin.
Yeah, and what do you say? What do you say? You didn't think you were going to do this without me, huh?
You didn't think you were going to do this with the original, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Because it's Jason, man. Jason. I'm a Jason fanboy, to be fair with you. I'm a Jason fanboy. I like Jason a lot more than I like Tommy, because I think
Yeah.
Jason is a far better character than Tommy. But I also like Austin St. John a lot more than I like Jason David Frank.
Yeah. Also, meeting Austin St. John at a con was pretty interesting. He's very nice, and he respects military and teachers. He has a real big passion for that kind of stuff.
I've heard so many good stories about him. It's not even funny. And so
Yeah.
I like him as an actor. I like him as Jason. And on top of that, I really like Jason in the comics, because Jason in the comics is really good, and I'm enjoying that a lot.
Which I still haven't read. I need to get on that.
Catch up. Okay, so continuing on Forever Red. Why isn't the Mega Ranger there? Huh?
You got me.
But yeah, Forever Red. So they go to the moon, and
let's just make this clear. The evil people, the evil, the empire that was there, the Machine Empire that was there, present, was Beetleborg reused suits.
They reused like 4 or 5 of them, and I was like,
yeah.
And, okay, so they were going to use the bad guys, but then they used the green one, which is the good guy, and I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
What?
This makes no sense. Hold on.
Like, hold on. Like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Like,
it's cool.
Suits, it'd be cool, but
yeah, but why they reuse the green?
Yeah, but jerks don't know who they are. Oh my goodness.
Ah, man.
Mad about this. I'm upset more about this than about the horses.
And when I was watching it too, you could see the black the black one, the leader of them. He would walk like real robotic, but the other 4 just walked normal, and it was just like,
no,
do you not see this?
they're doing the scoot walk where they're like not bending their knees, like they're walking like cowboys.
Yeah, they're just like
horses.
Yeah, and it was just really, I just noticed that too, and I was like, this is just hilarious to see that they're not matching.
There's so many retakes and everything. Like Leo only showed up. The guy who played Leo only showed up for like 1 day of shooting as a favor for a producer. He did not want to come back for this at all. He did not want to come back. He came back. Okay, so he says like "Go Galactic" twice because he doesn't. He only said it once while recording, and so they don't have him saying anything else. And then he did not want to come back at all. And so like if you look at the very end, he's CG'd in, so he's like copy pasted into the last like couple scenes. Oh man, but yeah, so they go to the moon. Leo shows up. Alien Ranger shows up. They tell the bad guys they're not gonna win, and they do really cool acrobatics. Which I'm gonna quote Linkara on this one. It's really cool to see the old suits doing the cool wire work that came later in the series. It was really cool to see that happen. It
was actually some of the coolest fight scenes that I've seen in like a Power Ranger series. Yeah.
I love the stop and move the camera around scene, like the Matrix
thing.
It's not really
like a whole yeah, like the fluid 360 and stuff.
Like the move was a still image. They moved to the front, and I was like, "Come on, guys!" Like the Matrix did it, where they were still moving while the cameras were moving. Come on.
Yeah, but I liked that. It was pretty cool. I liked that whole fight scene. I say that was probably really interesting how they, like you said, they put the old suits in with the new technology of how the cameras ran.
I love that. That was really cool. I like seeing that. I like seeing the old suits and more modern stuff. That's why I'm enjoying the comics so much. You see the old suits in new situations. So yeah, they win. They blow up Serpentera with a stupid bike.
Oh yeah, the way they just destroyed, like this is apparently the most powerful Zord ever made that Zed had, and it's destroyed by a glider, like a bike.
Yeah, I get why that happened.
It's such a
Bandai paid for the ending of the series.
Yeah, it's just a cheesy ending.
It was hard to watch, but I get it. I completely understand it. let's get past it. I like the ending of the episode where the Red Rangers are like hanging out outside and they're talking about themselves.
Yeah.
TJ's like, did I ever tell you the time I got baked in a pizza?
Oh yeah. When they were talking about old funny episodes that happened.
Wes was like, I changed the timeline. Why do I have a fan club?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was funny. Like how they just like call back to like these really funny ones.
Andros saved 2 planets. He's like, I saved 2 planets. Oh man, yeah.
Which wasn't Andros the one that actually got them together? Because he saw it
all together. Yeah, he's the one who was keeping track of it. Yeah, and so yeah, Andros needs more love. But I like the fact. Okay, so if you actually heard like the history behind making him in space and stuff, the guy who played Andros was just always not upset, but he was always kind of pissed off about something. And so there's multiple photos of him flicking off the camera and stuff.
Yeah, I see there's a lot of pictures of him like flipping off the camera.
He wasn't a bad person. He was just mad about something. I don't know what was going on in his life, but he was just mad about something. And so it was really funny to have these pictures of this Red Ranger just pissed off flicking off cameras.
Yeah, flipping off everybody. Yeah.
Flipping off everyone. I loved it. It was great. Okay. So
fun fact. Yeah, the fun fact about that is they actually reused the in-space helmets for A-Squad because they didn't have a timeline or a long enough timeline to create their own helmets.
Oh, I didn't know that. So
yeah,
so they did A-Squad for SPD with. Wait, did they actually use the helmets themselves, like the actual helmets?
From what the deal I watched, they said that they actually used the helmets. They just redesigned the helmet. Yeah.
So they like did a paint job on them.
They colored they colored a couple of them.
Well, I know that they did that one for the Orange Ranger with what's his name? Boom.
Oh yeah, they had to do that.
I like that guy. But yeah, okay.
But yeah, fun fact.
Orange and then green. Okay.
Yeah,
makes sense. That tracks.
It was just a fun fact. I thought I'd hit you with it.
Oh, I feel so hit. Oh man. Everything hurts. Okay.
Cower in fear, buddy.
I cower in fear of those horses in space. That's what I don't know about. How the horses survive in space? How? That makes no sense.
The world may never know. Okay, I mean, just like Lucky Charms. All right, nobody knows.
I'm not upset about this. I'm furious.
Leave a bad review. Go leave it.
I'm gonna leave a bad review. I'm gonna leave a 1-star review on a 3-star service.
Yeah, there you go. That's sticking it to them.
Stick it to the man. You know, they're just like Uber. Like the second they get less than 5 stars, they're dead in the water, man. No one wants to do it anymore. Just like
no. But yeah. So they upset the Empire.
Okay, so yeah, at the very end of the episode, so as it turns out, they show the rest of the Machine Empire. The Machine Empire is no longer existent at all. The remnants are gone, which is good. The Machine Empire was scary. Like,
yes,
terrifying because they wrecked Rita and Zed. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm glad that the people that stopped them had the strongest powers ever made. Basically, the Zeo Rangers.
The gliding eagle bike. Yeah.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on that. Like, you're upset about the horses. I'm upset about that.
So, did you actually hear the lore behind how Tommy got his Zeo crystal back?
No, do go on.
Okay, so the lore behind it, this is idealistically what happened, was they used the Zeo crystals to create the turbo powers, and then that took the energy out of the Zeo crystals. Cool. That you had to write out that power somehow. So, idealistically, what happened was Tommy went to, after he left Turbo, he was no longer being seen at all. Like, he wasn't seen. So he went to Eltar to re-energize the Zeo crystal, because at that point, you assume that Eltar knew how to re-energize that kind of crystal energy.
Right.
What I think's happened is he got his powers back. If you go in the timeline for the comics, at this point, the 13th dimension, the gridless dimension, got reconnected to the rest of the universe, and so that re-energized all those Zeo crystals. That's what happened in the comics, but in the show, I think people think he went back to Eltar to get the energy crystals re-energized, and then he came back as a Zeo Ranger Red, and then he used that power later to create the Dino Thunder powers, and then they were gone again. And then he couldn't leave again because just he was too busy being amazing at being an archaeologist. Yeah,
right.
So that's like the theory behind the Zeo, like how he got the Zeo crystal back. And so, and the theory for Jason is the fact that when Jason left the team, he left with the power, like he left with the suit on. So it means he had a copy of the Red Ranger power. So,
and that's all TV too. Because in the comic, when you read the comic, he actually leaves and becomes a
whole different Ranger.
Thing.
The Omega Ranger.
And the Omega Ranger, one of the part of them.
The Omega Rangers are so cool. I like them a lot.
Yeah. Which, we won't get into all that because that's a whole different story right there.
We got time.
Oh, you kidding me?
Like we were talking about Forever Red, let's just get into the crazy stuff.
Yeah, right?
So the Omega Ranger, so in the comics, Jason left his power coin with Rocky. And so he got a new power coin because of the blue Sentry. And he got the Omega powers, and that's where we're going to stop at for that because there's a whole other episode of interesting fun things to talk about. Because
and later in the TV series, Jason does come back. I guess Beast Morphers, right?
He comes back in Beast Morphers,
and
with
the whole team. I would consider that another Forever episode too, because that's like Forever Dinosaurs. Because if you look at all the teams that came back, were all dinosaur related. Yeah, Dino themed. Yeah,
Dino themed, but the but.
Oh yeah, but the Beast Morphers. Yeah,
all of them but the Beast Morphers. Like what? This doesn't make any sense. You could have waited one more season for Dino Fury. One more season. No. Okay, cool. You had to get it in there somehow. Cool, fair enough.
Yeah,
you just couldn't wait.
Okay, had to use their trump card on that one.
Okay, but that was a really cool episode because Goldar's son came back.
Oh yeah, what was his Maximus? What?
Goldar Maximus or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. He's like, the last one I fought, I beat, so...
The last one I fought, I beat, and you don't look that much tougher.
You don't look too tough. But that one was actually pretty good, too. I like that one, because you didn't... It's the first... I guess, for younger generations, you actually got to see the original MMPR team in the Beast Morpher series, which... they were pretty much long gone in history, and then Jason brings them back in that episode, which is pretty cool because not a lot of people will get to see MMPR in today's time,
and even have the name recognition of it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they all came back, but for Tommy because the Green Ranger powers is gone at that point,
right?
So,
and that was gone.
Yeah, you kind of think I don't know. The Morphing Grid created the coin, so the Morphing Grid gave back the coin because. In the episode, it creates the power coin in the Morphing Grid.
Well, actually, the Morphing Masters created that.
Well, no, in the actual episode itself, he walks into
Grid
or Morph X,
and
it creates the power coin.
It creates the power coin for him,
which I think recreated all the power coins for the rest of the Ranger, except for the Green Ranger, because the Green Ranger's powers aren't connected to the Morphing Grid; they're connected to Chaos Energy. Boom!
Yep.
Crazy people talk.
Yep. Get the tinfoil hat on, man. That's it. We're doing this.
And then the Dino Charge Rangers came back because their powers were all close to the power grid, so it's fine. They were fine.
Right.
The original Rangers came back, and then the Dino Thunder Rangers came back, right, for that one?
Right. Yeah, they came back too.
And their powers got lost, so they had to give up the power. So I think, but their powers are connected to the Morphing Grid and their genetics because...
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
There's none.
It doesn't make no sense. But they came back, and I think their power was pulled from the Morphing Grid as well, because you see the Morphing Grid in their season as well. But the Rock that gives what's his name? Gives him that CD. Here's a CD. What? Why is the Morphing Grid giving away CDs?
Right.
Hold up. So the Morphing Grid takes whatever shape it needs to, but I think it can create powers when need be. So in this case, it needs to create a power to handle Goldar's whole team. So it created it recreated the power coins and the dino gems, the dino powers, and pulled them all together. Or they pulled them out of time. Which I don't think they did that.
Yeah, not too sure.
Pull out of time.
Yeah, not too sure. That's definitely something.
Yeah.
Definitely something.
So that's what I'm thinking, because everything in the comics and everything else doesn't include the fact no one ever talks about how the Morphin can travel through time. So I don't think it can pull through time, but it can pull through space. Space is fine. Look at the Ninja Steel episode.
Yeah.
The episode where they brought back Tommy and Kat and Rocky and TJ, right? TJ came back?
Well, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen that far.
What? Okay, so Ninja Steel episode, Tommy comes back.
Oh, yeah, Ninja Steel. I never watched Ninja Steel.
Catherine. Ninja Steel was kind of a weird season. Hamburger. No, it never actually made the hamburger thing, but the Morpher. I didn't care for the Morphers. Okay, but continuing on. So a bunch of Rangers came back for that one, and somehow they got their powers back at some point. Like Trent came back, and Trent's not supposed to have any powers anymore, but he came back and had powers. So,
right.
Yeah, and then that's the one where you see the morphing master, or the master morpher, Tommy's master morpher. That's the one you see that one for.
Yeah, that's that one. Which he shifted in between 4 different ones.
Yeah, you got he shifted
green, white, Zeo, and black. Okay.
And Turbo, I think he hit Turbo. No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah, because Turbo didn't do super hot, and I think
was
a lot of fun. I like Turbo. I think Turbo's cheesy terribleness, and I got a laugh out of it. And it gave us TJ and Carlos. TJ and Carlos came out of that season, and they are fantastic Rangers. TJ was amazing. Carlos was solid, and I like the fact that Carlos actually feels bad. Like he hurt a friend, so he felt bad.
Yeah, and he
wanted to give up his powers back to Adam because he was like, I can't do this. I can't hurt another person. And TJ was a leader who knew how to support a new leader. They were great. I loved them. And
that was actually a nice episode too, because you get Adam come back as the MMPR Black Ranger too, and that's a cool.
Coin.
Yeah, with the damaged coin.
Came back with a damaged coin and he came back with a damaged coin and came back and just wrecked shop. And almost died.
Yeah. It was. I like that episode too. That one's probably like the one I'll watch. That little scene I'll watch over and over.
Yeah, I watch it here and there. It's a fun scene. It's really cool. It's really well done too. Like In Space they thought it was going to be the last season ever, and so they just went all out on it. Like look at RPM. RPM did the same thing. They thought it was going to be the last season of ever, and so they just went all out on the story and just really laid into it. It was great.
And RPM to me is I'll just say it right now, forever dark. That was a dark season.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Everyone died but one city. Everyone was dead.
Yeah, it was just
the
whole world
controlling humans. Genocide. Oh man, ooh, that was a creepy season. And
kidnapping and Stockholm syndrome. I mean, it just had it all.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do love the Dr. K and Ziggy actually got married. Like their actual actors got married.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, no. You know how they really worked so well together because they actually liked each other, and so they got married a couple months after the season wrapped. So they got married, and they've been happily married ever since. And he's been in a few more things, and he's still a scrawny little dude. It's adorable. He's fun.
That's terrible. I did not know that they married.
You know yeah, they got married. Like their whole relationship happened because they started like. So they actually kind of liked each other already when the show started. Like, they kind of started talking, and then they had an idea that was going to happen, and they just ended up clicking. And you can find love in strange places, right?
Yeah, I guess.
No, and I'm not mad about it because it pulled it off amazingly well.
Yeah, dang, that was a good one. Yeah, that's that's
really the only like. Those are the 2 seasons I think are like the most story driven. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Everything else is like Monster of the Day, but those were very story driven, which are great.
In Space and RPM.
Mm-hmm. Overarching stories and heck, even like the Search for Zordon and the Search to cure Vengex. Great stories.
and to find out, yeah, I mean, it was cool to find out that the Black RPM Ranger's sister was one of the main evil people too. I guess like the right hand man of someone.
Yeah. Tanaya 7, and then Tanaya 8, and Tanaya 9, and then just Tanaya, and then whatever her name actually was, which I think they just started calling her Tanaya.
Yeah.
And then the Gold and Silver Ranger showed up in RPM, and they were just two really big nerds, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. Weren't they like siblings as well?
Yeah, they're twins, and I don't know why everyone likes the Silver Ranger more than the Gold Ranger. I like the Gold Ranger. He was interesting. He was so awkward and didn't know how to interact with people, and they had to sit down with him multiple times to tell him how to help him figure out how to interact with people. He was so used to it with his twin, and he didn't have to talk to her, so he's just like, whatever. People suck,
right?
Like people died, whatever, cool. And so they had to sit him down, and teach him how to interact with people. Even Dr. K was like, "You need to learn to interact with people properly."
Yeah,
because we're all stuck here.
Yeah, Dr. K also said, "Hey, that's not spandex."
It's not spandex.
Would trip out over it.
Oh man, she would trip out the littlest thing. It was like, so Doc, why do you gotta wear spandex? It's not spandex.
Oh man,
the computer voice. It's not spandex. Okay, so yeah, I want to see another Forever Red at some point. Eventually, I think they will eventually.
I think so too. I mean, with all the Red Rangers that they've had now,
Yeah, we lost Shane, the guy who plays Shane.
Yeah.
Rest in peace for him, and that sucks because everyone needs help.
I would honestly would be happy with another like a Forever, blue or Forever.
I want a Forever green. That'd be kind of fun because I want Bridge back. Bridge is fun. I like Bridge.
Oh,
but
yeah,
he's not
that's
a Red
true.
Ranger, so it doesn't matter. So he can come back as a Red Ranger. He can come back at any color.
Basically, yeah.
Promoted. Yeah, he was promoted to blue and then red, and I'm pretty sure he got promoted again eventually to Shadow Ranger. He's such a weird guy. I love Bridge. He was so weird and fun, and like he said, butter one day, just butter.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's just like that one scene where he's like, "You need butter." He's like, "What? You're gonna have toast, right? You need butter."
Yeah.
I want more Bridge. I want more older Rangers coming back. Okay, so I want an older set of Rangers coming back. Like I want to see more Rangers come back. Like, okay, so I've had this theory that I want to get into a little bit. What I want to see one day, I want to see a set of Rangers come back, like from different teams come back, and have to acknowledge the fact that they might have saved the world at their point in time, but the evil's still there, and there's no one of them used to be like, there's no winning, there's always going to be evil. We keep fighting, and there's never getting any better. And
right.
The other ones have to cheer them up, be like, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. You saved the world at your point in time. Next generation has to fight for the next set of evil. It's not just on you. It's drama.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see though too. You're not wrong. I would definitely like to see a full team come back from maybe 10 seasons or below.
Oh man, I really
like season 10 and below.
And screw us on everything. Like I want to see full teams come back on Super Mega Force. I really did. That would have been great if they came back. No, we just got that Super Mega Battle thing that kind of was.
Oh, it was totally overhyped. Just did not like it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, you did get to see some older ones, but
TJ
most
came
of
back,
them
which was great.
He came back. Yeah,
Definitely
you didn't get to see very many of them.
Yeah, you kind of got screwed on a lot of them, and I'm kind of still mad about it because I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed because I really wanted to see more stuff, but we didn't really get anything cool out of it.
Hey man, time constraints and money. That's what that is.
Yeah. Well, Saban didn't want to spend any money on it because he was like, "Oh, we need to make money before we can spend money on it." And he was going off the old idea of how Power Rangers used to just funnel money into his pocket all day long.
Yeah.
And then Hasbro picked it up. Hasbro's like, "We'll put as much money into this as we need to make it profitable," because that's what they did with Transformers. And look how well Transformers did.
Yeah, look at that.
He-Man, She-Ra. They have He-Man, She-Ra. They have
I mean,
Transformers, Power Rangers,
they've completely revamped the whole
G.I. Joe,
He-Man series.
Oh yeah, no, the He-Man series that was on Netflix. That was interesting.
Right.
It was. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It took a second for me to warm up to it. It got a lot. It got really good. The last episode was really fun, and I like what they did with it. But yeah, Hasbro just was like, we'll sink as much money into this as we have to make this good and make this profitable, so we can keep making money with toys. And look what they did.
Yeah, look what they've done. Yeah, the Lightning Collection has, I think, revamped the whole line itself. I mean, even with the TV series, too. I don't know if they're going to do another, like, live action series after this year.
I think they will.
Yeah.
They might go with those Gem Rangers, those gems.
Guys. The Crystal Rangers.
Maybe, I don't know. Or they might just go with their own design this time. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool. Like, they just go full on own design. Or they can make this the last season. Because they introduced Morphe Masters, and Zato is the oldest Ranger there is. With like 3 million year old Ranger.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Old, yeah.
The Red Ranger and Dino Fury is like the original Red Ranger.
Yeah, the original Red Ranger. Like, well, all right, makes sense. Yeah.
3 million years ago.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that, because I want to see what happens with that, and so we'll see what happens next season. And they brought Zed back for the season. If you haven't seen it, spoiler.
Yeah,
back Zed. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know, but I would like to see more Red Rangers come back together and operate together one more time. Like, they can bring back Jason, Tommy as a Red Ranger. They can bring back TJ as a Turbo Ranger, and then, like, say they bring back Carter. Who was they bring back Carter? They bring back Nick from Mystic Force. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
They bring back the Red Ranger from RPM or the Black Ranger, either one, because they're both leaders in that group. Then the Red Beast Morpher, and then the Red Dino Charge Ranger. Everyone likes that actor. The actor's so nice and fun. He's really nice to be around. So I want to see him come back too, and have that group of 9 or 10 Rangers come back together one more time, and like the big last hurrah for the Rangers.
That'd be cool.
First Ranger, so yeah, we'll see what happens with it.
Be very interesting. Like we said earlier, it'd be cool to see the like older suits with the newer technology as they do with editing and film.
Yeah, so that'd be kind of fun. Hopefully they don't come back with a bunch of crappy CG.
Oh yeah, that'd be horrible.
Did you see that new Super Sentai where it's the Megazords are Rangers?
They're Rangers?
Yeah. Those Ranger suits are the Megazords, like old Megazords. And it's weird, and I don't really know what's going on with it. I've tried to watch a couple episodes, and I'm so confused.
You're talking about the newest series that they released?
Yeah, there's a couple episodes out. You can watch it with subs and stuff, and I am so confused. I don't know what's going on. I know Ranger's back from like season 1, or Jack Q is back from season 1 or something like that, and I'm like, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what we'll leave it at. I just, if someone can inform me on what's going on with that, I will more than happily listen to you for like 30 minutes explaining to me what's going on.
You and me as well, because I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. But yeah, okay. So, wrap this all back up. So, Forever Red, I want to see another Forever Red. That would be kind of cool. Or Forever Blue, or Forever Green and Black. Or, heck, I would love to see a Forever Pink.
Honestly, I was going to say that. It'd be cool to see like an all-women team up.
I would like them to pull the... well, he died, so it doesn't matter. I was like, I would like to pull the comic one, like 1986 Pink Ranger, but he kind of died. He totally bit it. But it'd be kind of cool to see a Forever Pink episode, or heck, even a Forever Yellow episode, because you got Chip. Chip and Dustin.
Yeah,
those guys are freaking fun.
The not Thunder Ranger. Well, technically, Yeah.
The Chip Mystic Force Thunder Ranger.
Yeah.
And then Dustin, the Ninja Storm Earth Ranger.
Yep.
I want to see them come back because I would love to see Dustin again as a character. Because I want to see him older because he was such a he matured so much in that season. I want to see what he looks like, how he acts now as a person. Because that'd be cool to see him again. I would love to see like a Forever Yellow episode come through.
There's also Ninja Steel Yellow was a guy as well.
Oh yeah. He was dating the White Ranger?
The white pink one? Yeah.
Well, there was white and pink. So.
Yeah. I know. It was a white with pink accents. Come on.
Yeah, and then there was a Pink Ranger with white accents. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
I was like, hold on. What? Yeah, so I couldn't get the Ninja Steel. I tried. I couldn't get into it.
I couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
I saw a couple episodes and that was it.
I like Boom. The guy who whoever he was playing this season, he was fun.
Right.
Aside from that, I no, couldn't do it. Okay, but so I've right. Forever Yellow, Forever Pink, or some variation of that, or a bunch of old just come back and just like, hey, we need to take care of this because we got to take care of this because we're the only ones who can take care of it. Like make like a 2-parter episode instead of like a one big episode. Like a 2-parter. Yeah. Like they meet up, they see who each other are, they kind of like get to know each other, and then they fight. They start getting to the big bad stuff, and then they get to the big bad thing right after that. Like the next episode.
At least give it a stretch, like do a little 4-parter or something like that. Because two parts, I think is still
4-parter.
Yeah, still too short for that.
Do like a TV movie, like a 2-hour TV movie or something. Oh, it'd be cool.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Cover everything.
like
know each other, meet up, have your differences, get back together, fight the bad dude.
Exactly, and then end up eating pizza.
Exactly, or like the older Rangers who are super health conscious, like, can I get a salad?
Yeah, no.
Like I can't do pizza anymore, guys. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's
my check knee light has come on. I need to go.
Like I know we might be Power Rangers, but my check engine light's been on for a while.
Yeah, or what we call the money light.
the loose money in my wallet light.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how I want to see. I want to see older Rangers come back and be like, "Oh, I've grown up, and like this is what happens when you grow up." Be like, check engine light comes on, it doesn't ever turn back off, and like I just want to see that, like where Rangers are still kind of Rangers, but they're like, "Yeah, this is what happens when you're a Ranger this long." Like there's a whole theory about the Zeo Ranger crystals like wrecking the human body.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, like look at Jason. Like look at Jason. The whole arc he had in Zeo, where he got the power, he was really powerful, and then he started kind of dying. Like he started like getting severe injuries because the Zeo powers weren't created for him; they were created for someone else.
Right.
And I think, and so the theory goes that the other Rangers lost their powers. They switched the turbo because they needed to get rid of those powers. They were wrecking the bodies of the Rangers. They just didn't know it yet. And so they were right in line with Jason. They were about this, but Jason's powers were like the old Rangers' powers were designed for a different species entirely. And so it was designed for that one. And so it was fine for him. But for Jason, it was wrecking him faster than the normal Zeo Rangers' powers are going to wreck them. And so they switched to turbo. And so theory continues that Tommy got the Red Ranger powers back, and then used them again one more time for Forever Red, and then he became the Doctor and the Archaeologist, and used the rest of the power in the crystal to create the Dino Thunder powers because he knew it was dangerous to have the Zeo power around. He's like, I can't keep this around; it's super dangerous. So
yeah, that's
destroyed it. The power, created the Dino Thunder powers. Conspiracy theory confirmed. It's right.
Yeah. And then so to circle back around, you what?
But that's why we don't have any more Zeo powers. The Zeo powers are gone.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been gone for a long time.
But yeah, I guess like to circle back around, the Forever Red episode was it's a unique episode. I liked it. I know you liked it, except for the horses on the moon.
Those horses. Why the horses on the moon? Like, why? I want to know.
Yeah, why
was a desk? Why was there a desk in the hallway that they did the fight scene in? Why was there a desk right there? I get it was for like an action set piece. Okay, cool. But why was there a damn desk there? Why? It wasn't even like it makes no sense. They're robots. Why do they sit down to do work? They're robots. They don't need to sit down and do work. They're robots. Like,
All
why
right.
is there a desk? Why is there a wooden desk on the moon? Why?
Well, now I know that you're apparently triggered to horses on moons. So
Horses, moons, desk, and hallways don't belong. It makes no sense. Flying motorcycles that blow up Serpentera. What's going on here? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in the situation that they gave us.
Remember
what?
Remember your points, though, Fusa. Remember.
Look on the horizon and find a point, and don't be so mad. I just want to, I'm not angry. I'm just very disappointed.
But
it's been 18 years and we haven't got anything better.
But yeah, so great episode. If you ever catch it, I usually watch it on like YouTube. They have a full episode there.
YouTube, Venmo, Daily Motions. It's everywhere. It's a full episode of Power Rangers. It's going to be in places. Give it a watch. You will, if you were a Power Rangers fan, or if you like any of the Power Rangers, like the first couple seasons of Power Rangers, give it a watch. There's a lot of like little things that call back to old seasons. It's fun. Just enjoy it.
It's cool.
Don't get all mad about stuff. There's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a lot of meme-worthy things. I don't know why there's horses on the moon. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, just watch it.
It's we do agree that there should be multiple forever different colors, different seasons in the near future. We should this should happen, right? We should have a callback to a Forever Red as like a Forever Green or so. Any last comments, plugins, anything you got?
I got multiple plugins. It's all in my browser. The big one is, if you're looking for any work needs to be done for a website, or you want to get your own podcast started, hit us up at headsetradio@gmail.com, or hit me up directly at jim@headsetradio. Besides that, though, I'm losing myself here. Okay, besides that, though, if you want to check out other stuff, I'm a few other episodes of a different podcast, something called Now I See. You can hit that one up. It's Jim. You'll see me in the listing if you want to listen to other stuff I've been in, which I am so cool. I'm in other podcasts that I edit. I'm in other podcasts I edit. Yeah. So, and if you want to do your own thing, hit me up, say hi, and I can help you help you get your ideas on paper and get it out there. So, besides that, though, I hope everyone has a great weekend.
Right.
Normal, cool, fun stuff like that, right?
Exactly. Let's go have some fun. Like, if you ever want to check us out, we're on Facebook at Zero to Hero, and that's our Facebook group. You can also check out our website as zeotohero.com. And if you actually have any interest in getting on here and sharing your opinions of anything, any sort, I'm always down. You can leave a contact on there, and we will get back to you.
Very opinionated opinions.
Yeah, very opinionated opinions.
Very opinionated opinions. Someone who's very angry about something to spice up life.
Yeah, but hey,
angry about something. Angry.
I'll take a listen to it. I don't mind. I love to hear other people's side of the stories, different walks of life. Let's get into it.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, totally. If you want to get on, I'll be doing the editing work anyway. So if you want to get on, totally, man. I would love to meet new people and get more people's voices out there, because this is a podcast and it's fun to talk about stuff. And if you want to talk about something else besides your Power Rangers, come on.
Let's do it.
Stuff. Let's get this going. I want to hear from other people. But if you find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you can leave comments, ratings, reviews, leave a comment, rating, or review. Say hi. Be like, I hate these people. 5 stars. Something like that.
Something like that. But all right.
What, you're mad?
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm big mad.
What are you mad about?
That my SpaghettiOs told me a message today. It said, "Ooh."
Personally, I thought you'd be mad about the fact that your Funyuns was stale.
Sir, I'm going to places for that, okay?
You feel like getting some counseling?
For stale Funyuns, yes.
Okay, good. Because you had a real stale Funyun issue there for a while.
God. Yep, that's it.
Look a real stale onion.
Hey, man. Times are tough, man, okay? Sometimes you can't afford paper clips. Or clothespins. Whatever you want to use.